Good morning, everyone. This is me, Toya J. It's been a long time since I made a video, but I thought that maybe I'll come online and I'll make one. As I began to transition into making more videos, even starting a podcast and things like that, it's not going to always necessarily be about trucks, but I did want to come in for all my curious truck drivers, but especially all my future as well as new up and coming truck drivers. So I get stopped a lot asking different questions as the curiosity is continuously raising in reference to trucking industry and women driving. I am now 4 years into it. Well, I'm going on 4 years into it. And since maybe my last video, I have bought my own truck. I am still with the same company. I have another truck, and I am actually in consideration of getting out of the truck altogether. However, staying in the business. And what I mean by that is trucking is extremely lucrative. If you want to make money, this is definitely a short way to do so. Excuse the bouncing around because I am at a facility in which I am being unloaded there in my trailer, going back and forth. So when you see me bumping up and down, that means they are coming in and out of my trailer. So anyway, so yes, it is a very, very lucrative business. You can make anywhere between 75 to 200,000, maybe even more. Really, it just depends on your drive. It depends on the company. It depends on the reliability of your truck, things like that. But I can't even say the most important, because all three of them, you can't have one without the other in those three realms. You have to have a good company that has good contracts, that pays well. You have to have a good truck that's going to get you to and from these companies. You have to, you yourself can have the company and you can have the truck, but don't have the drive. Patience is required. Yes, as women, we looked at as, oh, y'all in a man's, field. I've had men say things like, and not many of them, but, like you put yourself in a position like you out here like a man, women want equal rights and all of that BS or whatever, but you don't pay none of that no attention. It's just jealousy. Unfortunately, we as women, we had to come out here and we got to do it, and we do it better than the men. Not only that, but, and I don't mean do things better than the men. I mean, like, we're really good drivers. A lot of men in the field, especially after years and years, they get super comfortable. I don't think a woman will ever get that comfortable in the truck, because it's too dangerous and you have to stay alert at all times. You're never allowed to relax. I mean, you have to stay on point at all times. So it's hard to really relax and just get comfortable behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler. I mean, I know I couldn't, because I actually would like to go home, and you also have to be the eyes and the ears of not just yourself, but the drivers that are around you, because they test you daily, all day long. They really don't understand the dynamic of a truck. With that being said, let's see here. So like I said, so I've been driving, I move containers. I go in and out of ports, which is fine. I do mostly all drop-in hooks. Every now and then I'll do something like I'm doing today, a live unload, because I try to get money in different places in different areas. Whatever's going to keep me from being in the port all day long. I don't like the consistent back and forth traffic, stop and go, stop and go. I like to go, do whatever I'm doing, get back so I can be done with it. Of course, you have a lot of men, you know, they're interested. They see a woman out here, an attractive woman, you know, things like that. But, you know, I don't pay them no attention at all. You know, only thing I pay attention to is Benjamin. That's it. That's Franklin. You know, let's see here. This field is rising tremendously. I mean, you're constantly hearing about people in trucks, people. I want to drive. I'm going to drive. I'm going to school. I want my CDL, you know, because they're hearing about this money, you know, which, I mean, it's like, you know, but it's enough money for everybody because we have, what, 51 states. We got these countries. We got, you know, and the world need us. The world is nothing without a truck driver. Absolutely nothing. I mean, when you go to Walmart, you know, they waiting on the truck. You know, the truck comes. We don't know what's in the truck. You know, when you go to Food Lion, you know, the truck comes on this day. When you go, just like anywhere, the grocery store, everything requires the truck. You know, so this is something that even when the world shut down, we were one of the essential workers. We didn't shut down because without us, none of those companies such as the hospital, such as these restaurants, you know, such as these grocery stores, excuse me, they need us to give them their supplies to be able to give the people who's in need of these things, such as food, such as, you know, medical care and things like that. So we're always needed. We're not never an option. We are a need. And so with a need in business, as long as you're providing, you can never go wrong. And this field is growing tremendously with women, young, black, old, white, Spanish. I work with so many Cubans and Spanish. It ain't even funny. Like, it's just, it's real out here. And so for a woman who's interested but not sure, go for it. Like, you can't lose. I haven't lost yet. My life completely changed, you know, and it's still on the rise of changing. Still, you know, before I got into truck driving, I was doing hair, you know, but, you know, even with me doing hair, I was, I had Section 8, you know, I had food stamps. I had Medicaid. You know, I was on, what is that, government assistance, you know, and which is great comfort. I didn't live out the projects. I had a voucher, so, you know, as long as the owner of the house was willing to take it, you know, I could live there. And so I lived in good communities. You would never know I was on Section 8 unless I made a decision to tell you. I ain't never made a decision to tell nobody when I was on it, you know, because really it wasn't their business. And you know how people can't wait to judge you. So I didn't tell no one, you know, anyhow, you know, but once I got out there, I say probably like a year and a half into it, I made a decision. And the decision that I made, and that was as a driver, that wasn't even as an owner operator. As a driver, I made a decision to let it all go, to let go my Section 8, to let go my food stamps, to let it go and step out on faith. And it was scary. Oh my God, I was so scared for my life. Like, what are you doing, Toya? Like, I'm sorry, excuse me. What are you doing? Like, once you get off, I'm sure most people know that it's not easy getting on Section 8, getting that type of help. That's just not easy. So the thought of failing, so I go so hard because failing for me is just not an option. I cannot fail under no circumstances because I can't just go back. My kids is grown, about grown and stuff. We just can't do it. So by all means necessary, I gotta get it. And so that's what I do. And so again, to the ladies and even the men that's out here trying to create, you know, revenue for his family, you know, go for it. Like, go for it. Breathe. You know, you get up in this truck and you go to a good school that's going to teach you, You know, don't do them little stupid 3-week schools. I don't approve of those. I mean, some people they don't got time for going longer. But the longer you go, the better you'll be, because this particular field is not a joke. People are in accidents all the time. They kill themselves, they kill people, you know, or they might not hurt nobody. They might just hurt themselves or damage their truck. Now they out. You know what I'm saying? And as long as your truck good, you good. You ain't good without your truck. You know, so you got to make certain decisions. You got to move a certain type of way. You got to treat this as such. You know, this is not the type of thing that you want to really play with like that. It really isn't. And I'll never take it lightly. You know, I try to do a good job. I'm self-conscious, so, you know, I try to do things and try to do it right. I try to be effective. I try to be efficient. And so on and so forth. Let's see here. Like, I mean, I make good money. You know, I'm not a company driver. I'm a contractor driver. Company driver probably won't make as much. You know, trailers like them 53 footers, I don't mess with them. You know, they got different areas of trucking. They got trailers, containers. They got flatbeds. They got low boys. They got car hauling. They got many different areas in this field in which you can go into. You got to find what works for you. For me, port is cool, because I look at it like I'm the plug. You know, I got to take it to these distribution centers, these warehouses and things. And then these trailers. Matter of fact, for example, I'm going to show you guys. I'm sorry. No, I can't turn it around. Okay, so that's a trailer, right? And that's the warehouse that I'm at right now. Okay, and so I have a container. And so I come here and they're offloading my container that I got off the vessel from the water that come from overseas and things like that. They take it into the warehouse. Well, they offload me. They're going to turn around and return and load that trailer. That trailer is going to take all of this stuff and go to whatever store this stuff goes to. You know, that's what they're going to be doing. And, you know, most of the stores, they got to do the lot. They got to unload this stuff at these stores. That's something I ain't never going to do. You know, some women may be okay with it, you know, but I'm sure most women will not. I prefer to do drop and hook. That means I drop the container with whether it's loaded or empty, and I hook up to the next container, and then I go on about my business. I like it a whole lot better that way. It's more efficient. It's more effective. I could just keep moving. I don't like waiting. Like right here where I'm at right now, for an example, it's like one of the worser, you know, things, because these people are slow. I've been here since like 9:55. You know, I backed up. I probably got good in the dot, probably about 10:06. They probably started unloading me about 10 after 10. I'm still sitting here. Now, my day was planned around being here a good 30 minutes, you know, 40-minute max. But I'm already working on an hour. I'm sorry, let me see. It might be an hour. Yeah. So, like that, which is the reason why I don't do the live load and unload, because I don't like just sitting here. I'd rather keep it going. But, you know, that's just me. Some people will take this time to sit, and they'll take this time they might want to clean up. They might want to do paperwork. They might just want to get in the back of their bunk and go to sleep and rest. Just depends on them. But, you know, I think if you're interested, you should look into it. If you like to drive, you should look into it. If you want a career change, you should look into it. If you want to make lots of money, you should look into it, because you can have all three of them with semi-truck driving. My name is Toya J. I ask that you like, subscribe to my channel. You can leave a comment, you can ask questions, anything, and I will answer them. If you want me to do a video on a specific area in trucking, then by all means do so. Like I said, I'm about to actually start videos of other things and topics, and feel free to just, ask any questions that you like. I'm here. Thank you. It's your girl, Toya J. It's January 29th, 2021. Blessed to all, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.